Hi teachers, in today's video we're going to talk about the game of the month, which is Pinata Fever. This game helps students learn and consolidate everything there is to know about adding and subtracting with negative numbers. Before we get into the game, I want to show you how to find the game and how to assign it to your students. So we're going to jump across to the teacher interface to do that. Here we are on my Mango High page, and we're going to assign at the game level. Firstly, click Assign on the left panel, and the best way to find games is to use the search bar at the top by typing the name of the game in. When you type the name of the game into the search bar, the results will show all of the levels that this game contains. So we can see there is a Year 6 activity here on just extending the number line. Then there are two Year 7 activities, one of them on adding negative numbers, and the final, hardest activity would be adding and subtracting negative numbers. Let's go ahead and play the first level of this game, which is just about extending the number line. I click on that level, the panel opens from the right hand side, and I can now click play. While this game loads, I want to point out that I really like to use the browser zoom feature to make the game larger on my screen. Consider doing that when you are using this game on your interactive whiteboards or your projectors. Now on the main game page here, we can see that we need to earn 8,000 points to unlock the bronze medal. We know for all of our activities on Mango High, there are bronze medals, silver medals, and gold medals to unlock. I want to also point out the help button here. Click on the help button and you can see that we can have a look at how many points are required to unlock the medal on each of these levels. Okay, so we know we need 8,000 points for bronze, 20,000 for silver, 40,000 for gold. Let's push back. One of the great things about this help area is we can also click on one of these tutorials and we just get a one slide breakdown of how to subtract on the number line. So if you have this projected on your interactive whiteboard, consider going to this slide and use this as a teaching moment with your class. It will save you writing this on the whiteboard. We've got it all here for you. I'm going to push back again, and we're going to play this game. So let's hit play. Choose our hero, and the game has started. So stage one, I want you to take notice of the number line at the bottom here. We can see the numbers are moving up in ones. Okay, so when we click on a desired number, the goal is to destroy the piñata above that number. I want you to know and point out to students that they can actually use the number line without even reading the number sentence here. So we're moving to the right in 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. I can just hit 4 and I know I'm going to the right spot. Now the goal is to click your mouse when the power bar is at the top. If you manage to hit it in the green section, you'll get extra points, and it may drop some presents which also give you extra points. So I'm going to click, and we know that I'm moving 2 in the negative direction. Now wherever I choose to click determines what number sentence I get. So if I click all the way on the far left here, I was too slow for that one. You can see what happens if we take too long to answer these questions. If I choose this one on the far right, we know that it's going to be a number sentence where I'm starting at 5 and I'm finishing on 7, so I need to move in the positive direction 2 spots. Click to hit the green section. You can see that we've just knocked a present out of that piñata. I'm going to now collect it. I got an extra 500 points for that. We have points at the top left here. You can see I have earned 2,000 points so far, but unfortunately the timer is over and we can see that I've earned a total of 2,000 points and I couldn't get past stage 1. Remember, we need 8,000 points on this game level to earn our bronze medal. So a big part of Mango High is unlocking a student's growth mindset. This was just my first attempt. We're going to play the activity again. On the second playthrough, I'm going to try and be a bit more efficient in trying to unlock a higher score and earn this bronze medal. So I'm going to try and move a bit more quickly through these questions. get students to predict what number they need to enter for each of these questions by interpreting the number line before they even click underneath the piñata. I'm going to collect that present for extra points. Remember, this level is the first level simply on extending the number line. Great, I've made it to stage 2, and notice the numbers at the bottom of the number line have changed. So keep an eye on that. There's another present. I'm definitely going to go for that one to earn more points. There's an extra 550 points. You can see the timer at the top. We have 64 seconds left in this level. Going for the present. The more presents you collect, the more points you earn from them. So it's a great idea to keep collecting those presents. Stage 4, notice the number line has changed. Now we have 2 spacings of 2 between each segment. This means the questions have gotten slightly harder. We're now working with some 2-digit numbers. There's 27 seconds left. I'm trying my best to earn as many points as I can. More advanced students can choose piñatas that are further away from where the character is currently standing. But less able students, you might want to encourage them to click on closer piñatas to make that easier on them. Party's over. So I've earned 11,950 points and I've unlocked the bronze medal. That's fantastic. As the teacher, I might write that score on the board. I challenge you to play this game and to beat my score of 11,950. Okay. Notice this information is on the left panel here. We can see the total number of points and what stage we got up to. You can get really creative with games like this on Manga High and generate some competition within the classroom. You can write the highest score on the board and challenge students to beat it. You can also post your own score and challenge students to beat your score. So there's a lot of fun that can be had using the games on Manga High. I'm now going to close out of that activity, return to normal browser zoom, and we can see the harder levels of the game. So extending the number line, the level we just played was the introduction to the concept of integers. The hardest level of this game is adding and subtracting negative numbers. If we click on that level and click play, we can run through those steps again. I'm going to use my browser zoom and I'm going to hit play. Let's have a look at some of the questions in this harder level. Again, we are using the number line at the bottom to determine the question that we get. Oh, I've made a mistake. We can see what happens when I've made a mistake. My character tries to move to where I sent them and returns. The reason I made a mistake was I needed to put a negative symbol in before my answer. We need to know that 2 negatives make a positive and a negative make a negative, for example. So students have some choice in how hard these questions are, depending on where they click on the number line. With this question, we're starting at -1. We want to subtract, but we're moving in the positive direction, so we need to make that a -6. Okay, I'm going to close that game level there. That was just a demonstration of one of our games, Pinata Fever, Game of the Month. It has 3 levels, and use the Assign section, type Pinata Fever in the search bar, and you'll be able to see the levels within that game. If I want to start my students on the easiest level, I will click on that, click Assign, choose a start date and a due date, and then set that to my students. We're done. Now back on the class assignments page, I can review my students' results and keep students accountable, keeping track of how well they're doing. Keep in mind that these games can be used to introduce a concept or to consolidate a concept. We hope you have fun playing Pinata Fever with your class and generating some healthy competition. Thank you.